talking about?
What's up, True Feelings family? How you guys doing today on this Sunday? If you're new to my channel, my name is Crystal and I hope you stay. And if you do, every time I watch this show and Vada and Mark and ANILISA is on it, I see VADA'S balls just disappearing. They just floating away. Just every time I watch it, they just float further and further away. I don't like how he, in my opinion, he's not protecting his wife. He is more concerned about Mark's punk ass not going to jail than protecting his wife. You guys care about, let's say, Vada cares about Mark more than Mark care about himself. So if a person don't care about himself, why are you going this far out on a limb having issues with your wife? You couldn't be my husband, because I don't like how that episode looked at all, because he looked and put stance on the people like he was gonna do something to him. You couldn't do that shit to me. I get too damn twitchy. Now, first they said he was gone for 2 days. By the time we came back after the commercial, he had been gone for 3 days. ANILISA is over it. She figures if his ass ain't gonna be here, why are we sitting here holding his crimes? We need to just call the PO and let him know his ass ain't sleeping here. The PO stipulation is you supposed to stay the night at this house and you ain't been here to, as they said, now 3 days. So let's just say after the second day, I'm calling the PO on you. Why? Why? You don't care about yourself? And where is he getting money from the hustle? Is this his $200 gate money that he used in the hustle with, or his 3 little whorish friends that he got out there doing stuff for him so he could come in with tacky clothes? He think he got on brand name clothes. Your brand name clothes ain't shaping up your dusty look not one iota. It ain't helping him not one iota. He's an awful ass person. I feel like he ain't never had no love in his life the way he's treating these people with such disrespect. People that been raised with some type of love or something, they don't treat adults like he's doing. There ain't nobody ever liked your punk ass. I could tell, because you don't have respect for nobody. And people who are trying to help you, I really hope they making this shit up, because he's an awful ass person. And Vada, I'm not gonna go there. Just let me stop. I don't want to talk about the man because he feel he is doing his job. Now, speaking of doing his job, he felt like ANILISA is taking this personal. He said this boy could talk to him and treat him like that all day long because he's used to it. Well, sweetie, that is not your wife's job. That is your job. Why should she have to get used to some shit that you're used to? That's your shit. That ain't her shit. So you need to be listening to your wife and saying to stop letting this man disrespect your wife, Vada. Because like I said, your balls keep floating off into the abyss. So his raggedy ass knocks on the door. I guess they ain't gave his ass a key. So he knock on the door and walk in there with an attitude like he paid a mortgage and they living off of him. So ANILISA says, as he's walking to his room that he ain't paying for, she said, where you been, you little dusty ass? And he gonna turn around and look at her and tell her, where you been? See, Vada, my husband wouldn't allow a man to talk to me like that. And I said this before, my husband would have snatched his ass so quick he wouldn't even realize that he was snatched. Now, before I go on, I would have took it one step further if I was ANILISA, just to irritate his ass. Before you come into my house, sir, I need to see what's in your backpack. You don't have a job, but you all of a sudden you got all these fresh new clothes. You got on you a True Religion shirt, and I don't know what little tacky ass American flag jeans he got on, but you ain't got no money or a job. Okay, so before you come in here, I want to make sure you're not bringing any drugs into my damn home. So I need to see your backpack. If you don't want me to see it, then step your ass off. But of course, if she had done that, you know Vada gonna run to his defense because he's more protective of him than he is his own damn wife. Although he told the producers he wasn't, but it's like, no, what I'm looking at you are, sir. He don't deserve any more chances. How many more chances do you need to give his dusty ass? How many? Like, it's one of those things like you keep giving him chances. What if he do something to your wife? Offer you one more fucking chance, sir. I was gonna try not to use that F word. But what if? What the fuck if? So at this point, ANILISA is over it. She said, you know what, Vada, I'm done talking to this dusty ass little boy. You go ahead and handle this. So then he talks to Vada. Vada ain't getting nowhere with him because now he's walking up on Vada looking at him like he gonna do something when Vada wants to know what he been up to or where you been. He gonna sit there and say, as a grown man, I'm gonna tell you where you been or what you been up to. It's like, motherfucker, I'm not in your position and this is my house. So I have the right to fucking ask you where the hell you been when you come stepping in my house. After 3 days of missing, sir, and you won't answer your phone, I would have clocked him. I try not to be a violent person, but I don't have the coping skills to deal with people like him. I don't have the coping skills to deal with a person like him. That's not me. So Veda, kudos to you for your job. You probably got the right job to be a patient man, but I do not have the coping skills to deal with him. He would have been, like I said, the show would have been over with me like a couple of episodes ago, because something would have happened to that little boy. So you know what really did it for me, and what really had my jaws tight, is when his dusty ass was going in his bedroom and ANILISA says, I'm just gonna shut up. And he's like, yeah, you do that, just zip it. I would have snatched his ass. He and I would have been going through it tumbling. I would have snatched him. Like I said, I don't have the coping skills for people to talk. I don't have that. Not in my house. And Veda would have got some too. Like, Veda, I would have got you too, because you should have handled that. You don't let no man talk crazy to your damn wife and you just sit there and want to give her one more chance. No, he done took it too far a few times. Not once, twice. He done took it too far too many times for you to keep letting that shit go and have your wife feel. I wouldn't even feel protected with your funky ass. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd be damn near on the verge of divorcing you. Like, I would. I just... However you feeling about you being able to deal with this shit, keep that shit at your job. This is your home. How you deal with shit at your job shouldn't go over into your home. Her home is supposed to be where there's peace. So instead of paying mortgage for peace, she paying mortgage on chaos, Veda, that you're allowing to stay in her damn home. Get that roach out your house. Now let's flip over to Cindy and Jennifer. Now, it's a shame in this day and age. You know, prison is modern day slavery. It is. They'll have you working your ass off, and no matter how much money they pay you, what they tell you they saved up, you're still walking out of there with $200 gate money. She know this girl only got $20 on her little card. So it's not like she didn't know that before she went to this grocery store. And I didn't appreciate it. Excuse me, just like Jennifer didn't appreciate it. This bitch don't know me. So why are you telling her? You could have just said, yeah, she's my nurse. Or you could have said, yeah, she's my friend. You didn't have to let this lady know that I don't know that I'm from prison. You could have just kept up with the nurse shit and just let it go. But she didn't do that shit. She just embarrassed the shit out of Jennifer. And I would have felt some kind of way, and I would have had to talk with her about that shit. So while we at the store, we find out that Cindy got 2 kids, 2 boys. I think she said one is 20 or 21, one is 24, 25, something like that. But the oldest one, he has a child that he's not sharing with Cindy. Apparently, she said he don't like the way he was raised. Now, she said she don't know. You can't tell me you don't know why a motherfucker don't like you. You can't tell me you don't know. You just don't want to say. You probably was a dirty ass, nasty person like you are now. But she said, because she worked 3 jobs and she was the disciplinarian with the kids, and daddy was the fun person. So why were you working 3 jobs and his ass is at home? I need to know more of your story, ma'am, because now you looking a little interesting. So I need to know more about that, because you know damn well why your son ain't messing with you. Maybe you beat them. Maybe you were so tired working 3 jobs you would just go off, scream. Maybe it was that type of relationship. But I'd like to find your damn son just to see why he don't like your ass. What was it about his home life that made him right now today don't want to fuck with you, and the only person he will share that kid with is her sister Carrie? But I feel bad for her because I have grandchildren and they're such a joy. I couldn't imagine not seeing my babies. I just took my babies home yesterday. I always get them on Friday. Those are my babies, and I just couldn't imagine my son telling me I can't see I couldn't even imagine. So I feel bad for her that something that precious is being taken away from her. But they probably don't want to bring the kid over to your nasty ass house. Clean your damn house. Maybe he'll bring the baby over. Like I said, there's more to the story, and she know what it is. Next is David and Aaron. Now, Aaron shouldn't be fucking up with David because he got a good roommate. Because there's no way I'd let Aaron borrow my damn car. Like, wherever you going, sir, here is a bus pass, a bus token, something. But you ain't borrowing my damn car. I don't even know if he got a damn license since he's been out. But anyway, David let him borrow his car. He said he was going to some NA meetings and shit. But when he got the car, he's like, nah, I ain't really going to an NA meeting. He's going to go hook up with his ex, Lavina. I think her name is Lavina. Now, this is a person he was with before he went to prison. It seems like they were addicts together. So right now, she's saying that she's sober. So he gonna meet up with Lavina. So Aaron seems like he kind of stuck on himself. So when he get there, he gonna say once he saw her, he wasn't as mad as he thought he was gonna be. He was mad that she didn't call or write when he went to prison. She was an addict. I don't know why people think that if you are in an addictive relationship with your mate, that when you or one of you guys go to prison, that person's going to stick around and call and come see you. They're addicts. They're not going to do that. They're still trying to get that high. They could give two shits about you. They care, but they ain't got time to care like you want them to care. So she boned out. She said, you left. You told me we was going to be together. We was going to do X, Y, and Z, and then you left. So basically, he sold her vision just like he sold his daughter vision. Seemed like he just going around telling people shit, and he is not a man of his damn word. As we can see, he done borrowed this man's car and didn't even take it back. Even if you wanted to bone this girl, you could have called David and said, David, I'm going to hook up with my girl. I'm going to bring this car back. Can you drop me off to wherever? Now, she got there some kind of way. Maybe she got a car. But you could have took that man's car back. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Especially when you got a good situation going on. So he got all the friends and shit looking for his punk ass. He ain't called. He ain't answered the phone. And I can get it. He probably over there getting some booty. Hopefully, he didn't get lit. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that he didn't. He just went and got a little something. But you did wrong. You could took that man car back and still went and did whatever you wanted to do with that girl. The thing is, he didn't want nobody to know he was with this girl, because nobody thinks when you are a recovering addict, it's really a bad idea to go back to the person you were being an addict with. So that's why he kept that damn secret. But you could have did better, sir. So we'll see what happens next week if he answers his friend's question. He said he didn't look loaded to me. His eyes always look like that. So he looked like he was straight. So we'll see. But you wouldn't be borrowing shit else. You lucky David didn't call your PO, because he kind of pissed off that he called the cavalry. But you lucky he didn't call the PO or report his damn car stolen, because he very well could have did that, Aaron. So before you start doing this and mad that he brought, think about that shit. Last on the list is Emily and Jason. For some reason, y'all, I don't know about y'all, Jason kind of cracks me up, and I like him because he's kind of an asshole, and all he want to do is just get a little hit in there. But that ain't his motherfucking house to do that in. And he's that type of person. He a slickster. He's sitting there lying in their face, just thinking he's getting away with something because he got busted. She asked him, is this the first one? He's like, yeah, this is the first one. Ain't been nobody else. But he feeling real good about himself that he got away with all the other little random STDs he done brought into that lady's house. He feels real good about being slick. Now, I need something to explain, because he's going to the racetrack with Emily. Now, what he said is, if he don't win, that's 2 months worth of rent that he won't be able to pay her ass if he don't win. So I'm assuming that's $1,000, because he paid her $500. I think his rent is $500. That's what I'm assuming. He just borrowed $500 for rent. So where did he get the money from? Did the girl, STD chick that he slept with, pay him for sleeping with her? Like, where did he get the damn money from? Anyway, he done lost. But no matter how slick Jason tried to be, you just going to slick yourself out of housing too, sir. Because you already said, if you lose this spot, you don't know what you're going to do. You're either going to be homeless or you're going to go back to prison. So I would just get your shit together. This lady is not even acting a whole lot of him, okay? She's really not. And like she said, if you would just follow the few rules that I gave you, maybe I'll say yes to some shit. But, you know, I don't blame her. I don't want no random bitches in my house either. But, you know, like I said, him being slick, you're just going to slick yourself out of housing and be in prison or homeless, sir. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Can't wait to see what happened on Thursday, because it seemed like Veda, when I'm watching ANILISA get into this boy's room, because apparently it seemed like he's gonna have a female in there, and to watch her try to bumwash her ass in there and not Veda, that bothers me. That bothers the shit out of me, because it should have been him. But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, don't be an asshole, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy summer. I will see you guys with something else later on. Bye.